I joined IChemE as a corporate member in 1988, just a few months before the Piper Alpha disaster in the North Sea. I worked quite a lot on the inquiry into that disaster, and that taught me that I had a lot to learn about oil and natural gas production, particularly offshore. So I joined SONG, the SIG on oil and natural gas, and eventually became its secretary, then its deputy chair, and then its chair. I took up one or two other roles within IChemE. I joined what was then called the Membership Committee, sitting in committee meetings, but the most enjoyable bit from my point of view was doing a lot of interviewing of potential candidates for corporate membership, something I continued, in fact, until last year. Then in 2019, I got a phone call, completely out of the blue, suggesting that I stand for president of IChemE, which I did. I indeed then became the first elected president of IChemE, though I should point out that I was in fact unopposed. Since then, I've taken on a couple of roles. One is a mentor to an aspiring corporate member of the institution, and I believe that's going very well. I'm finding it very interesting. And the other role I took on at the end of last year was as chair of the Chemical Engineers Benevolent Fund. That's the fund that helps chemical engineers or their families in distress. It's not part of IChemE, but it's very, very closely related to IChemE. It seems to me that there are two sorts of benefits of volunteering to work with IChemE in various different aspects. One is for IChemE itself, and the other one is purely selfishly for me personally. For IChemE, it's a way of giving back. IChemE has been very generous, both centrally within the institution and from numerous members over many years in helping me and others in their careers. And I felt it was time that I could actually use my experience, such as it is, and my knowledge in various areas to help the profession and the institution more centrally. Purely personally, I have had a great time doing it. I've really enjoyed doing it. I've learned a lot of things that I simply would not otherwise have learned. And I am hugely grateful for the opportunities that IChemE in its various different guises has given me to do that. I have to confess that I've enjoyed every single volunteering role I've had within IChemE. I've managed to learn a great deal, technical stuff, managerial stuff, etc., etc. And I've also met some really great people with whom it's been a privilege to work, both within the staff at IChemE and more generally within the membership. I count them all as friends and hope to keep up with them for as long as I can. So, would I overall recommend volunteering with IChemE? Absolutely yes. It's a really great way to do things. Of course, as with anything like this, the more you put in, the more you will get out. But I strongly recommend it to you. Get as much out as you can by putting as much in as you can.